So I think it was Christmas of 1977. I was maybe 9 or 10 at the time. I guess I was 9. All I wanted in the entire world was this: Mattel's Electronic Football. Now, did I get this football game? No. For some reason, I got Simon, the electronic Simon game instead. I didn't want Simon. I didn't play with Simon. It just stayed in my closet for years until I got rid of it. But years later, I'm an adult now. So now I have this football game. And so this is the original Mattel's Electronic Football. It was kind of a primitive electronic handheld video game in the day, but I think it's really aged well. It's actually still fun to this day, although it's very rudimentary. You can see the front here. It used to have a little sticker up on top, which I believe, if I recall it, it was Mattel's Electronics up on top. There was a sticker down here which said football. Now in the year 2000, they actually came out with basically almost an identical copy of this game. It functions basically identically. It had a little bit of difference. I think the sticker up on top said classic football, and the lower right hand sticker said, if I recall, that's where the Mattel logo was. Also, it had a on-off sound switch, which this one doesn't have. I think the sounds were a little bit different. I think as the little guy moves across the screen, I think you hear stuff. But basically, it played identical to this version. Looking at the back of this thing, you can see right there, it gives you a little bit of instructions. Kind of tells you what the buttons say and do. You can, right here, it's 1977. Now, it does work on a little 9-volt battery right there. I think the year 2000 version actually worked on a couple of AA's instead of the 9-volt. And I think just a year after they made this thing, I think they came up with Football 2, which is, has a few more buttons in front. I don't have a copy of that, so I can't show it to you, but there was a second version that came out a year or two after this one came out. And so looking at the game, you can just zoom in, and again, let's see, you have it's currently off with the off switch here. You have Pro 1, which is the easiest setting, and Pro 2, which is a more difficult setting. I always played Pro 1 since I never really played very well. You have controls up, down, and running. You have the ST button, which means status, the SC button, which means score, and K means kick. Now, you can't normally kick it. You have to wait for the 4th down before you can kick the ball. And then when you kick it, it typically just randomly, you could either kick it a yard or I think about 65 yards, depending on what the computer or the electronics inside the machine decides. So let's go ahead and turn this thing on. And when I display it, you'll just see a few lights right here. You can see that it's kind of, the field is broken up into, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 little rows here. Each row represents a yard. And then there will be 3 columns that you see. I'll go ahead and turn on this, and you can see when it turned on, you can see a couple, a bunch of little lines here, lit lines, and one is brighter, and that is actually you. That is the home team you. The visiting team you, if it was visiting team's turn, that little lighter dot would be there. So this is the opposite team. Those are the visiting team, and your goal is essentially to run this guy past all these other lights and basically off the screen. And when you go off the screen, you'll show up back here, and you keep on doing that until you basically run the full length of the field. Now, the field is considered 100 yards with 50 yards in the middle. And so if if I push the status button right now before I play, so that's the status ST button right here. And if you look up right on top, oops, let's focus. And if you see status right there, you see the downs is 1 because I haven't started, so it's first down. I have 10 yards to go. And as you can see here, it says 20, and then you get this little kind of like symbol where it's a line and then a little tiny line pointing this way. That means it's 20 yards on the home field. So you basically are, essentially 30 yards. You have to, you have to run 80 yards to make a touchdown. So you have to go through basically 80 of these rows before you can finally make a touchdown. When you get to the center of the field, this will just say 50, and then when you get on the opposite side, this little symbol will start pointing that way. And then hitting the score button here, you can see it's currently home 0, visiting 0, and 15 minutes to go. So yes, indeed, it does time you. So the game will officially start when you start moving these little up, down, or forward buttons. So your guy will start moving, and when you start moving, the electronics in the machine, the game, will start moving these lines towards you, and their goal is to essentially tackle you. And although it's pretty rudimentary intelligence on this thing, it's actually pretty hard to get past these guys. So again, the best way to play is, let's say, with your right hand to just control the up and down key, and with your left thumb to control the forward. So we'll go ahead and do that. And so I will start going up and down, and you'll see the brighter light start going up and down, and you'll see the other lines start trying to get me, and it looks like I'm not going to go very far, just a yard. So you can see that blinking light right there is the guy who essentially tackled me. And then you hit the ST, the status button, and you can see I only went, let's see, it's a second down, and I have 9 yards to go, and because I only went 1 row over, so I need 9 more yards to get back down to first down. So let's go ahead and start that again. See if I can do this. I'm sort of watching myself on the camera. There you go. And then there you go. I'm doing pretty good. So we went all the way there. We went past, and then you saw me coming out on that side. And let's go ahead and hit the status. I did go the full 10 yards, so we're back on first down. 10 yards, and unfortunately, I'm not quite sure how much farther I have to go, but oh, yeah, yes I do. So we're at the 36-yard line, and it's pointing this way. So I still have about 14 yards before I get to the center of the field. So let's see what we can do here. So we'll just go ahead and dance around and there. And there we go. Let's see if we what we have now. There we go. We're pretty much in the center of the field, 50 yards. Again, first down, 10 yards to go. So keep up the good work. And this little guy got me right there. All right, so 43 yards on their side. So I got 43 more yards to go. Only went a couple yards there. Didn't go anywhere. Okay, now I'm on the fourth down. I have fourth down, 1 more yard to go. Now I could either kick it and then it'll go to the visiting team, but I only have 1 more yard. So all I have to do is just go forward a couple and I will make first down again. And you can see I'm down first down again, and I have 39 yards to go. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, that sucked. Okay, let's try it again. Let's see what we got. We got 4 more yards. Sometimes they don't want you to pass. Let's see. That was only 3 yards. Okay, 1 yard at four down. I just have to go a little bit forward. And first down again. Okay, so it's just like football. I have, what is that, 28 yards to go. Take some talent here. Oh, 8 yards to go. We could do this thing. Let's see. How many yards? How many yards? Oh, 16 yards to go. I was looking at this instead. So 16 yards to go. First down. Let's try it. Let's see what we got here. Looks like, what do I have? 6 yards to go, and you see there's no yardage here because in 6 yards, first down, I'm gonna score. So we'll go ahead and see what we can do here. Let's see, it's first down, I only made 1, so 5 yards to go. I could do this thing. 3 yards to go. Third down, we can do this thing. I'm just gonna go forward and then just 1 yard, and there you go. I scored. If I look at the score here, hit the little score button right there, you can see I have 7 points. So you don't kick to get the 7th point, but you just get an automatic 7th point. So with that, now we're on the visiting team. So if you have a friend, you can start playing with the friend, or you can just play again yourself and kind of play against yourself. In this case, when you hit this button, you'll start moving that way. So we'll go ahead and start moving up. And you can see, same deal. And then when you hit that, you can again, same thing, second down. You can see 21 yards on that side. So it's on the right side, and 9 yards to go. So that's basically it. And looking at the score again, it's 7-0 until the visitors make some points. You're basically, home team is currently winning. And so there you go. That's the 1977 Mattel Electronic Football. I still think it's fun today. It is challenging today, and it's simple enough that it's actually pretty self-evident about what you're supposed to do. So I remember 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds playing this game and being a lot better than what you saw me play today. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.